So those are some projects, and I think for Graz, it's really going on instinct. It's one of those things where you don't know until you're there, but I'm always very interested in how people make use of space once they inhabit it, and how they claim it as their own, and the kinds of things that happen within a space that clash with the intention of the designer or the architect, or whoever dictated the purpose. I'm interested in not the violation, but the friction and the response against that. This is a silo in Mexico that when corn used to be subsidized, they would store the corn in these silos, but it's not subsidized anymore, so now there's schools, and that it's actually a classroom. They just gave a lot of those buildings to the education board. This is the principal, and again, he's making the most of his space, to have like a dignified principal's office. This is the police station. It's an old adobe building from like the 1700s. This is a company in Seattle that, I don't know how they're doing now, but they were making so much money that the boss, the owner, would give the sales teams, money to decorate their space and compete against each other. And what they sold, I think they sold data storage for huge companies like Yahoo would buy from them. And here's them. Team Bling, but again, it's I guess in the buildings that architects make, these things happen, and I'm just curious about what happens after the architects leave. Like here, for example, this is the owner of Penthouse magazine. He was about to lose his house, and this was kind of a last hurrah. This is just a map at a hotel lobby. These are called coffee castles. This is in Colombia, and this is all. It's actually, just as a side note, it's all Starbucks. Like 80% of it goes to Starbucks. 80% of Colombia's national product goes to Starbucks, and these guys have to climb up. They're called castles, you can imagine, because of the way that they top off in that uneven way. But they climb up in order to receive the sack that's being pulled up by the conveyor belt. It's like instant architecture. And this is just like what people do to increase their space. This room was added to a trailer. These guys are adding to their house. And I think, again, this is one of those things of like friction this is in India, of course, and I like the attempt in the background of something very graphic, just contrasting with the alms beggar, such an old tradition in the front, and just things that happen in public space, which I'm always looking into. And this is in Cuba. It's called the Prehistoric Valley, and it does look very prehistoric because there's nothing else around there. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Livia and Andreas, for your presentations. Ich glaube, wir können uns wirklich einen frischen Blick auf die steirische Architekturproduktion erwarten in den nächsten Monaten. Ich möchte Sie alle herzlich einladen, Ihre Projekte einzureichen. Ab jetzt ist 2 Monate lang Zeit, die Projekte einzureichen. Die Unterlagen und noch genaue Informationen gibt es auf der Homepage vom HDA, also www.hda-graz.at und auch auf der Seite der Kulturabteilung des Landes Steiermark. Ja, ich danke für Ihr Kommen und wünsche Ihnen noch einen schönen Abend. Dankeschön.